all over the world. Hey, everybody, it's New Thought Tuesdays. You've got Rich Smith here, and I'm Dean Regan, our SCP, talking to you about truth. Oh my God, what is true and what is not true? What is real and what is, for those of us of a certain age, Memorex?
Yeah.
So, Richard, what this idea of unveiling the power of truth and understanding the depths of truth itself. That's what we're here to talk to you guys about, to establish. And
Yeah.
Richard,
Truth.
so tell a story. What brought this whole thing up?
I don't remember. Do you remember?
I do.
What
I
was it?
do. You remember the little conversation we had on Saturday
Yeah.
where one of us was cool, calm, and collected and just come back from Mexico, and the other was having a week that appeared to be a shit show?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that for sure. For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
So,
So, well, how are things going? Have you found the truth with a capital T?
truth with capital T. Well, here's what kind of went down. Rich has been traveling the world, and well, you have been traveling the world and having a really good time. And we took a couple of weeks off. If you'll notice, one of us got older, and one of us went to Erie, Pennsylvania, while the other went to
Mexico City.
Mexico. And so we're back, and just when we came back in contact with one another, I was talking to Rich, and it was kind of a rough week around here in Delaware. Um, and
You know,
I was showing wear and tear.
yeah. Well, when we get together on during the week before Tuesday, we always say, well, let's talk about something that we're going through and other people can identify with it. And I just said, I'm feeling great. Dean said, well, I'm not feeling so great. So let's talk about, truth. And my question is, what is truth? Dean come up with a
Okay.
great thing.
So here we are. We've got Rich, who is feeling refreshed and centered and in alignment, aware of his spiritual foundation, his spiritual expressing his God. You got Dean over here, a little bit of a stressed out new thought player. And so, but the key thing is Rich, as the wonderful new thought practitioner he is, says to me, "So, what's the truth of what's going on?"
Yeah.
And so it's like, fine. You want me to go to the truth? I'll be glad. And see, he asked me a question, and as you know, one of my key questions is, how is this happening for me? I encourage everybody to ask that. In this particular case, Rich asked, what is the truth? And so I said, okay, the truth is love, eternal life, peace, creativity, abundance. Truth is this expression of God's ever-present, infinite quality of love. And in that instant, there not only was a healing, a revealing of truth, but the revealing of truth was to be focused on truth. And I tell you guys, I just like,
Yeah, that was great. Did a 360.
well,
It's
actually a 180,
probably
because 360 brings you right back to where you were.
oh,
It's 180 that takes you.
180. Well, let's hope you stay in the 180 and not go to the 360.
Right,
But
right.
here's the thing that I
Yeah.
notice a shift going on here because there's truth with a capital T and a lowercase t. There's the lowercase t truth, which is the truth that you're making it up in your mind as you go along, based on things that are going on around you, rather than facing the actual truth, which is God is love.
Yep.
God is peace. God is eternal life. God is abundance. God is creativity. God is right where I am, right here, right now. And that's kind of where I am going with my truth, is that knowing the truth is one simple little truth. I'm one with infinite intelligence. I'm one with the divine. I'm one with God, and it's expressing itself in and as and through me as love, peace, eternal life, abundance, creativity. And just for me, just keep going. I keep going back to that.
Yeah.
That's who we are. We're unique, individualized emanations of the infinite. And so if we get caught up in things that, guys, my infinite filmmaker group, and that, you get caught up in your life that things don't seem to be going the right way. I worked with one of my, actually, it was a friend of my daughter, and I was working with her, and it was just a matter of coming to the truth, situations that she was facing, things that she was going through, and I just have to stand in the truth for her. And I think that's what practitioners do, right, Dean?
It is what practitioners do. And it's what you did for me in that you know how when you're in Humanville and everything that our appearances feels so real. We had a situation here for those of you who've been around a while. We had a caregiving situation here last week, which it's like, okay, it was not planned, and here we are. And in that spin of thing, you talk about 360 and 180. I was doing 360s and
Mm.
not doing 180s. I was just going around and coming back to the same place I was. And still faking it till I made it, acting with grace, knowing that there was a truth out there, but it was out there. It was not coming from me. At least I was not seeing how it was
Mhm.
coming from me.
Yeah.
And what was just so wonderful is on Saturday, I was able to do a spiritual practice of reaching out to beloved community. Rich Smith, New Thought Tuesdays, was my beloved community right then. And he posed a question that ignited my reading and study, which is part of my spiritual practice. What is truth? And I was able to answer the question. And in the moment of answering the question, a healing, a demonstration took place,
Mm.
which has continued unfettered since our conversation. So that was a boom healing.
Yeah. When you do this work, you just start looking at life in a different way. And that's why we do this New Thought Tuesdays for you guys out there in Humanville. We try to bring you back to Spiritualville, bring you back to the realization, the awareness of who you are, unique individualization of the infinite. And that,
And the thing of it is, we are always in spirit. We are
yeah,
always of spirit. It's when we don't have an awareness of it that we can use our tools, our faith, to go, oh, I'm plain as the nose on my face right in front of me.
yeah,
And that's the shift. So when what we're going to be talking about today in the inner circle, and for those of you who are watching and who would like to join us in the inner circle, go to newthoughttuesdays.com and click on I want to be reminded, and we'll send you the link so you can come and participate, speak one-on-one with the group, or just sit and listen in the inner circle that goes on after Rich and I do our opening remarks each Tuesday. So but today in the inner circle, we're going to be talking about that idea of universal truth, truth that is infinite. And that kind of truth always comes from the ideas of, expresses itself in the ideas of God qualities. And I mean, I'm just so grateful for this philosophy, for this faith, to be able to say, okay, everybody needs to touch base every once in a while
yeah,
and get grounded. We all have our moments, and I was having a moment.
yeah, yeah. And it was a quick moment. The more you do this work, these moments
Yeah.
of despair or whatever you're going through, you move through them really quickly because you're looking at the truth with a capital T. You
Yep.
know, you're shifting your thinking, shift your thoughts, shift your life. That's what we talk about in New Thought Tuesday. Change your thinking, change your life, change the world. Because when you
Yep.
change, everything around you will shift to match that. And I'm
Yeah.
sure that in looking at the truth and doing your meditations and your prayers and getting back in alignment, that affected all of the stuff around you that was seemed like it was out of balance.
Oh, well, we were talking about the shit show, the Dean Lewis Regan shit show from last week. Hey, the truth is the small t truth is the small t truth. The big T truth is the big T truth. And there have been a number of demonstrations.
Yeah.
This week. There's been great revealing of truth and wholeness and healing and celebration.
Yeah.
And we've just it's been a really positive week. Yes, we had some challenges around the house with family members, but we were all there, and love
Yeah.
was just present. Even when, chicken with his head cut off, Dean, sorry, uh, even then I knew that I was immersed in love.
Yeah.
I was just acting out.
Yeah. Yeah. We all act out. So stand in love, peace, eternal life, abundance, creativity, whatever it is that you would like to have revealed in and as and through you, come join us on New Thought Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And we talk about New Thought teachings, metaphysical teachings, spiritual wisdom and knowledge and understanding. And then we go into the inner circle. And that's where we're going to go now, right, Dee? Do you have anything
That's where we're
else?
going. And we talk all about this stuff from a firsthand personal perspective of how this stuff works in the world and how it can work for you. So, yes, let's go on in there. Let us draw close to these remarks, and let's dive into the inner circle.
Great. So we'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Take care.